right. Hi and welcome. So the struggle to get your middle split is very real. This is an extremely difficult move and it takes a lot longer than most people estimate. Unless you have a gymnastics or a ballet history, it really takes a while of basically consistent effort. And at first, it's just very not rewarding. It's very kind of drudgery, very difficult to kind of like get past certain plateaus. So today I'm going to give you some really important moves to get your middle splits. So one of the biggest problems I've noticed is the fact that because if you're busy, I tend to go right for the split. So if you do that without warming up, you're actually going to see slower progress. So adding in the warm-up kind of early on is going to be crucial for you to maintain and for you to make progress. For quite a while there, I was literally grabbing my blocks and going straight for middle split and then holding it for either 2 to 6 minutes. As I always say in my videos, to hold for a minimum of 30 seconds. But again, I was really trying to make progress. So I would hold it for 6 minutes, hold it for 2 minutes without these little warm-up moves. And it's a significant difference. A warm muscle stretches extremely easily, and a cold muscle, you're just tearing, you're hurting yourself kind of for minimal gains. So FYI, you've got to do the warm-up move. And the other thing too is you have to go for the full split and hold it significantly and not back off on it. When your body tells you, hey, I did this yesterday, I'm sore, I don't want to do it again, you have to kind of also have the kind of like pressure yourself in the right direction. The warm up and the difficult part, not just the difficult part, no warm up and vice versa, okay? So you have to combine both worlds. You're warm and then you're going to hold it and then you're going to push into the direct position. So FYI. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do I'm just going to stretch the back of our leg, kind of our shoulders as well. Just warming up in general. All right, so first of all, for a warm-up, and I'm not using my mat for these, so I naturally kind of slide deeper, and my knee on the left side, it clicks. If you notice clicking, or crepitus is the medical term in a joint, then you want to back off on something when there's actual pain in the move. Sliding down, pulling the knee out, feeling the stretch, feeling the warm up. Total of 30. All right, I have horse stance. Basically, you want to try to have your legs out at 90 degrees, both of them. They're both going to be out at 90 degrees as much as possible. So when you do both together, it's actually really kind of a difficult move. One, again, 30 times. 3, 4, 30 times. Okay, so we want to do 30 of these as well. Okay, All right, so here's a point that kind of demonstrates that everyone's body is a little different, and everyone's going to approach this process slightly different. Frog pose. So basically having your knees out as far as you can, and then holding it and pushing back. Let me show you here. So your knees spread as far as you can, and you want to push back a little bit. So push back, and you should feel the stretch in your groin area. Now, I have to approach this slightly differently because I can't get into my deepest frog. We're going to do this 30 times, but let me show you. I have to approach it slightly differently. I'm going to get into my frog after doing a split because I can get deeper into my frog like this. So I'm going to do a split. And then when I feel like I'm kind of at my max point, I'm going to go into a frog. Not easy, doesn't feel natural, but you do have to still push this. Although we're warmed up, we're still really pushing it. So once I'm like this, then I can push back to my 30 times as far as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. You can even go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm telling you, you do this, you will have your middle splits in no time, really. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. I do feel it a lot. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, so make sure you have floor space where you can go as deep as you can. I like to use like slippery, either ballet slippers or kind of like isotoner slippers. Anyway, like sometimes you could use socks, but I feel like they hold me up more than slide me down. So if you need those, still you can use those. I'm getting used to kind of just sliding right on my feet now. But yeah, so you want to go down to that position as far as you can. Part of the secret to this is you're going to, once you get deep enough, which I'm not there yet, you're going to like lean back into it, and that's where the middle split is. Not up here, not straight down, it's kind of back. So I like to have these blocks here. When I get down to what is my maximum extension right now, I'm going to take some time. In fact, I would have your timer ready. Relax onto the blocks and literally just chill out here for a little bit. If you could set the timer for 2 minutes, I would do that. If you can tolerate the 2 minutes, no problem. Try 6 minutes, so on and so forth. Until you can just go down into a full middle split and hang out there as long as you like. Now, feet flexed or bent. Again, you're going to just be hitting different areas. You're going to be gaining flexibility in different areas. So I'm kind of alternating. When you alternate that, kind of starts, when you alternate like that, that causes your muscles to do something called PNF stretching, which means you're like tightening and loosening and tightening. It's more of like an active motion, but it does get you deeper. So like I said, get used to going kind of backwards, falling backwards into it, and eventually this will be a full middle split if we continue with these straight through the middle. So try to get into a pancake, and I would hold this for 2 minutes. Okay, great. This is how to safely get out of some poses. Absolutely. Take it slow. Be gentle on yourself. You have to strike the balance between you're in too much pain and your nervous system is really resisting, and you're causing just enough that you're going to make progress, okay? Because you don't want to, again, go too far in either direction. If you don't have it yet, you need to also work on a butterfly. So you're going to put your, basically the out step, so your heel and the outer edge of your feet together. You're going to walk your bum as close to your heels as you can. Start to just flare them open as possible. So you're going to just try to smack your knees on the ground if you can. If not, we're going to need a little bit of weight to assist us to go deeper. I'm going to get my 15-pound dumbbells after I finish warming up. So right side down, left side down, right side down. I want them both down at the same time, and I want my heels touching my groin, or as close as possible for me. So you'll see progress very quickly in this move if you're consistent like all the rest. Okay, so move, and we're going to crawl our bum forward. Try to open it up slowly. I always say a minimum hold everything, a minimum hold at 30 seconds. Lately I've been on to 2 minutes. I've been holding everything 2 minutes, and I've been seeing dramatic increases in flexibility. But again, heard up to 10. So whatever works for you at this level in your practice. Slippers on. I have my ballet slippers on. These are very slippery on the bottom. They help me to slide down into the pose a lot quicker. I like to have 2 blocks ready to rest on when I am down at my full extension. And here's where I'm going to set my timer. I'm going for 2 minutes at full extension. Not too painful, but I can feel the stretch. If I hadn't set the timer, I most definitely would have bailed already, because when I count on my own, somehow, you know, 10 seconds becomes, or 30 seconds becomes 10 seconds actually. So you do need a timer for this. I'm only at 56. All right, so now we're going to lower ourselves downward and backwards. We're going to point our toes. We just fell kind of backwards into it. And here you can get a really accurate estimate of how far you are, you know, well, not really accurate. So here you can get an estimate of how far you are away from a full split. Now so let's finish up with a nice Shavasana, just relaxing, feet at the edge of your mat, palms off the edge of your mat. All right, great job.